So I've seen a lot of talk online about Mortal Kombat 11's DLC. This stems from the fact that if you try to go purchase the game right now on Steam, you have two different options, the regular option and the premium edition, which includes the game plus a singular Kombat Pack. It's a little bit odd to be talking about DLC this early, but I understand why people are doing it because this is fairly strange wording from NetherRealm. In NetherRealm's past games, DLC was split up into multiple different packs. MKX had its DLC split up into 2 different Kombat Packs. Injustice 2 had its DLC split up into 3 different packs called Fighter Packs. But for those of us particularly keen about Mortal Kombat 11 and purchasing it already, you might have noticed, of course, that they only reference one Kombat Pack in MK11's description. Just that one singular Kombat Pack. There is a couple different things that could be going on here, and I hear a lot of people stressing out about it as if there's only going to be a couple DLC characters. But I don't think that's the case. One thing that could be happening here is that simply NetherRealm doesn't want to show their hand too soon. With the community reveal event being as soon as January 17th, I doubt we're going to get much information about the game between now and then. January 17th feels like the time that they're going to be ready to show off the game. I feel like the only reason we actually saw MK11 at Game Awards is because it's freaking Game Awards. They had an opportunity to show the game off in front of a larger audience, but really we didn't learn much about the game. They showed us around about as little of the game as they possibly could have. They showed us a story-style cinematic similar to what we've got in the past, and they teased a couple of possible new mechanics and a brand new character. Again, that's about as little as they possibly could have told us about the game. We don't know much about this game other than the screenshots we got on Steam and of course the trailer I was talking about just now. It's been a few days since then and we still haven't heard anything extra about the game. Again, I'm underneath the impression we won't hear anything about the game until the reveal event, which is in January. With that in mind, I don't think they would reveal anything about the DLC plan. So the term Kombat Pack is probably just their catch-all term to mean basically Season Pass. Regardless of how they do the DLC, this means you're getting everything, is basically what that Fighter Pack is supposed to mean. There is an alternative possibility, and certainly what I hope is happening, because I think this is a superior way of doing this. The DLC cycle for Mortal Kombat 11 could be a little bit different than what we're used to from seeing from NetherRealm. Again, the way DLC packs have worked for Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat X, it's a little bit arbitrary. It's not like the packs come out together anyway. It's not like the packs have any particular meaning. Each character still comes out individually on their own. Ideally, I'd like to see Mortal Kombat 11 discard this way of doing DLC, and instead opting to do something more traditional, do a one large combat pack, kind of like a season pass, and instead of splitting up all the characters into packs, just release them individually like any other game would do. As far as the number of characters go, let's do a little bit of speculation on that while we're here, I guess. Mortal Kombat 9 had 4 DLC characters. Those DLC characters were Scarlet, Kenshi, Rain, and Freddy Krueger. Injustice Gods Amongst Us had 6 DLC characters. Those 6 DLC characters were Lobo, Batgirl, Scorpion, General Zod, Martian Manhunter, and Zatanna. Mortal Kombat X had 8 DLC characters. Those DLC characters were Jason Voorhees, Predator, Tanya, Tremor, Alien, Bo Rai Cho, Leatherface, and Triborg. And the DLC for Injustice 2 had 9 DLC characters. Those DLC characters were Red Hood, Starfire, Sub-Zero, Black Manta, Raiden, Adam, Hellboy, Enchantress, and TMNT. The number of DLC characters continues to increase with each game, however the number of DLC characters is getting a little high at 9 characters per game right now. That takes a lot of development time, and I would imagine there's an imaginary cap that each game has for DLC, just because again, each of those characters take development time. So I could see that number slightly slowing down or even going a little bit backwards. I would imagine Mortal Kombat 11 could have anywhere between 9 and 12 DLC characters. I would say the safest bet is actually exactly 10 DLC characters. Oh, and on another note, there was a leaked image of Shao Kahn. I'll be talking about this in another video later on this week because I've got a whole theory that comes from just this image. It was released from the GameStop Italian website, and it was obviously not meant to come out because they've since taken down that image and replaced it with one of the Steam pictures. I can't wait to talk about this because I think there's a lot of interesting information you can pull from specifically this image. Hopefully I'll see you in the comments of that video probably a couple days from now. Although I would love to see 11 just so it matches with that title of Mortal Kombat 11. So what do you think of MK11's DLC? Do you think we're going to get the standard number of characters? How many packs do you think we're going to get? Is it just going to be one big pack like most games are these days? Let me know your thoughts on the Mortal Kombat 11 DLC, and who would you like to see included on DLC? Try to think of characters who aren't going to be involved in the story, because of course if they're involved in the story, they're more likely to be on the main roster. I want to thank you for watching this video. Again, I know it wasn't a particularly long one. I just wanted to talk about this because I saw a few people talking about it here and there, and I wanted to clear some things up because I saw some people saying some pretty outlandish things like Mortal Kombat 11's only going to have like 3 DLC characters. I'm like, I don't know about that one. Again, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. My name has been Bilbzy, and I will see you in the next video.